can you say to the 16,900 donors and about 2,600 volunteers that their personal information is secured? I want the public and the donors to know that their information, the personal information is secured. What is in place? What safeguards? Tell them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is it that is in place? Because we want more donations, so we want to assure them exactly what you're doing.
So, Chair, we have in place the regulatory compliance matters, and that is as strong, I think, as we can get to indicate to the public that we now have systems in place to cause for the data to be protected. We are coming from a place where we were at literally a zero-sum game in terms of the systems and persons who are in place and also the training around that. So significant progress has been made to, as per the GOJ requirements, implement the necessary systems to cause for the data to be protected, including what is now the data processing agreement between the ODPEM and the entity.
If registration as a data controller has been suspended, what compliance measures now in place ODPEM has adopted since?
So the matter of actually registering does not prevent us from actually doing the things as if we were registered. So it is now that we are doing those things as if we had been registered. So the matter of completing registration does not prevent the necessary actions, not to the best of my knowledge, for us to act in the manner as if we were registered.
For just $67, you can generate...
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show for this Tuesday evening. And I am back in one of the original studios. I want to give God thanks for all that he has been doing. And we lift up the name of Jesus Christ and praise him every time. Thanks to all my viewers, all my subscribers, all my followers, and my AC fan club and all of that. Big up on yourself. All Portland Spice ambassador, good evening and welcome to this evening's show. It's Tuesday, the 4th of August. We are inside Independence. And boy, I can't tell you how disappointed I am. Very disappointed and taken aback of the town of Port Antonio. And I want you to tell me this evening if your town is being decorated with the green, black, and gold of the Jamaican flag all over the place. There is not one single piece seen in Port Antonio. Not one piece. Not one. If anybody see it, please correct my ignorance. But I have not seen any of it. Good evening and welcome if you're joining us for the very first time. This is Portland Spice TV. My name is Colin Bell, and yes, this is the Colin Bell Show. We do it Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. The best discussion on governance in Jamaica. Reasonable, truthful. We come with only the facts. We're not bother with the yap. It is the facts we talk about. And we don't claim to be balanced, but we claim the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So we're taking some clips from the PAC. Some I have been telling you about, and we didn't play them. We took the time out this morning to gather some, and the fact that we should be talking to MP Heather Miller Bennett this evening. We're taking some of her questions at the PAC.
Wanting to find out what is happening with the unspent funds from Hurricane Beryl. What is the plan? I think it's over, 138.8 million and US 101,974 from Hurricane Beryl donations remained unspent. What is happening? What's the plan?
Chair, the monies from Hurricane Beryl, we've asked the ministry via the cabinet to cause for those funds and the funds for Hurricane Melissa to be regularized into ODPEM's budget for this financial year, and those monies will go to the very same projects that the Hurricane Melissa funding will go towards.
Chair, I think it is cruel that we have this money sitting there from Hurricane Beryl, and person that I'm going to go to Hanover still has not benefited. I think it's a cruel act.
Hi.
Members, don't do the cross talking. Just member with you don't respond to everything. Just deal with what is it.
I want to clarify something here in relation to the allocation to the members of parliament, because
Miller, and then you can after member Miller.
Chair, the member alluded to MPs getting $10 million to assist with roof repairs. Yes, there was an allocation of $10 million with a maximum of any one person getting $100,000. That's only 100 persons I could help out of the over 1,000 persons that were affected by Hurricane Melissa. So I could only help 100 persons with 100,000 to fix a roof, which that can't even start, right? In addition to which, they have failed to assist the people of Hanover under the roof restoration program. So what happened to Hanover? What's happening? I can only help 100. So when the member is going to talk about MPs getting 10 million like it's a lot of money, that can't help the people of Hanover. Majority of the people of Hanover have not benefited from support. The roofs program, they've selected other parishes, but not Hanover. What about Hanover?
All right, member Witter. Members.
You see, Hanover have been left out of the mix, you know. Hanover have been left out of the mix. No good. No good at all. But we have Auntie Dawn on the line. Auntie Dawn was trying to touch base with us since yesterday. Auntie Dawn, good evening.
Good evening.
How you do?
Yes. All right. Good evening to you and your listeners and viewers. I was just wanting to tell Ralston that I was at a stakeholders meeting about 2 weeks ago, and the NWC representative told us, as in Portmore, it was held at the Portmore Community College.
Yeah.
And he told us, the MP, Dr. Dawes, want to, every 3 months we try to hold a stakeholders meeting and get some of the agencies that we need to ask questions. So NWC is one of those agencies that, even from the previous MP, when any stakeholders meeting or anything, you can depend on NWC to be there. That we can give them credit for. And he was saying that because we're having serious water, low water pressure, sometimes no water in sections of Portmore. And so he was explaining that the work that they are doing at Damid, the Rio Cobre, it is scheduled to be completed next year, May, 2027 May, and it will bring, how much millions of gallon more water to Portmore.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was saying, he told us that anybody who doubt him about the construction work,
Yes.
we can go and pass, either we do it from the River Road side,
Yeah.
or he was telling us a section that if you're going up to Sligoville, you can, that road that takes you up to Sligoville, there is a community that can say if you go there, so you will see from a different angle. And so I asked someone that I know who travel the River Road nearly every day.
Yeah.
And I asked him, and he said, yes, a lot of work is going on at Damid. And, I said, okay.
Can
So,
you ask him
holy
to
power.
can you ask him to get us some pictures? We'd love to see some pictures of what is actually happening there. Because the feel I get about it is that it is ongoing. That is work that is ongoing. That is the feel I get about it when these people talk about it. But then again, I can't just depend upon the talking of these people. I have to see some pictures, Because
because this person, him just tell me, say a lot of construction going on in that area.
I am trying to remember if I've seen some pictures.
I'm going to ask him.
I think I have seen some pictures already. I think I have seen some pictures, but it wouldn't hurt if we get some new pictures of what is happening on that project.
Okay. And I hope, it will be able to be completed next year, May.
Yes, because the people want water.
Yeah, not want, we need it.
Need water. Yes. Want is an understatement.
Yes. I say especially if you live in a double-story area.
And the water needs to go up the hill there.
The upper floor always.
Yeah.
But so I hope, like I say, Water Commission always present themselves when they are called to meetings, and we can give them credit for that.
All right.
All right, take care.
All right, Auntie Dawn. So that's an update on the Riverhead Dam that is supposed to be built on the Martha Brae, that they told us that should push another 15 million gallons of water into Kingston on a daily basis, and we're really hoping that that will happen in spite of the economic challenges that we are having in Jamaica. Some people don't want us to talk about the challenges that we are having, but guess what? We have to speak the truth. It's not talking against Jamaica when Ralston come and say the government of revenue shortfall. It's what is. Some people don't want you to talk what is. Yes, caller, good evening, welcome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. You can hear me properly?
Yes, we are hearing you.
Okay, yeah. I'm just tuning in and me and the lady talk about the water.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a long thing when it comes on to water. But may I say we have 140 odd rivers, right? In our little island.
140 or 200 odd. I remember. Don't remember.
140. But you may have to know, yeah?
Real Cobra.
You remember last year when they made up the drought and Matthew Samuda, they build this hotel down Lucy or Hanover.
I know they're doing a hotel in Hanover. They're doing one in Montego.
And them direct the water over the hotel. And them say them water, them have a draft. It's a drought. Now, we look on the likes of Israel, Saudi Arabia, and them country the way. Them not have no fresh water like we. Them have to use diesel, the sea water.
Desalination.
desalination and get water to themselves. Right now, enough of them country they're in a problem with because of the bombing. All of them country there. Now, me have a whole heap of the great minds them with their Jamaica and the amount of money with them have a waste. Don't you think all right, make we use that 10-year period where the Prime Minister did promise a whole heap of thing. Don't you believe, say, if the Prime Minister want a legacy, water in our country over the 10-year period, some of the money with them thief and some of the money with waste. Just like I think one of them
The man them not
country
thief
there.
no money, man.
Colin, you not say it on your
Man,
radio. Let
man
me
them
say
not
it.
thief no money, man.
Colin, you not say it on your radio.
But
Let me
even
say
if
it.
you say it, you have to prove it. You can't prove it. Which money man and thief? Man them not thief no money.
Colin,
Yeah,
me gonna say something to you.
yeah.
The lady we gone with $100 million.
Which lady that?
Where in the school. Where she name? I don't remember she name.
You mean
$100
you mean
million.
the former permanent secretary?
Yes, the $100 million there. Where it gone?
She not thief it.
I wait there then.
Government gear.
Okay, fair enough.
They gave it to her.
Okay,
The
all right.
Auditor
Then.
General
All
said
right.
we should get it back, and the Ministry of Finance sit down and wait till the time run out. So
Okay.
they gave it to her.
No, but did they hand it over to her and said hold this, or she took it? Which one?
It fell in her bag by mistake. The Auditor General
Okay.
find out about it and said that she should give it back. And the
We are
government
wait
and the government said, "Oh, please, I could leave that alone. She can't go with that."
Me I go point something to you. We are waiting for the Auditor General investigation into the $1.4 billion
Oh,
when Mr. Baz you
lot.
spend the bus.
Man, buy a
Yes?
110 bus, man.
So we are waiting. But
Money
anyway,
fully spent.
all right, but anyway, we
Yeah.
just touch on that topic there. You know what I said to you? You do farming?
Used to.
All right. Me, I'm 54 years of age. You know what happened? What we did have in abundance in the 70s, come to the 80s?
What?
Down at Jamaica?
Banana?
Citrus.
Yes. But you know the
Where
citrus.
have-
Junior tell us why we couldn't have no citrus again, you know.
Why?
Junior said the spray where the man them use spray the ganja kill out the citrus too.
Colin, watch me. I don't know if you remember in the 80s, we have some yellow plane. We used to fly over claim so them a spray but banana.
Yes. Yes.
Them all right, watch me now. When last you eat a grapefruit?
Blood fire. When last me eat one, ask me when last me see
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Watch me now, Colin. I went to Spain last year. Last year, February. Malaga, to be frank. And I looked at the farming. The year before I went to Holland and I looked at the farming. I went to Belgium last year as well and I looked at the farming. I'm gonna say something to you. May I ask you the question, where do agriculture are getting their seeds from?
I don't know. Don't know.
Well, here me I gonna say to you. Well, you say you do farming, I'm gonna tell you this now. And this you used to do farming, I'm gonna say this to you now. I've done a research on food. And a lot of the food that we have come from West Africa during the Atlantic slave trade. A lot of those foods are extinct now. And because where we are going now, this 20, may I listen to talk about this 2030 vision up to yesterday.
Yeah.
Let me say this to you, Colin. 3 years from now, all of our original food gone. Because this 2030 vision where we are looking on, all our seeds them we not gonna have none. If we not start from now, the harvest we seed them original. You see all this, the corn them where we have, get back some of the original corn them. Because of that going able to feed we. Because you see right now, where our dear agricultural minister are going with right now, what them are do now, all of the organic food them are going to cut out of Jamaica if we not stand up right now. You hear me?
Yes.
We not
Yes.
going to have no food. And if we not see me, you not talk about agricultural farming and all these things. We talked to you the other night about the farming. And me calling and talk about the farming the other day about where people are come from them farmland
Yes.
and all these things. Me I gotta tell you this and take it from me right now. We in England, yeah, so you have a thing called GMO food, seedless orange, seedless grapes, all of these things. Russia in a 2016 banned all GMO products from 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 farming, any in farming generally. The US, Mr. Gates, some people don't want to talk about it. Mr. Bill Gates are one of the biggest landowners in America.
I mentioned it the other
And these
day
are
to
the
some people, that the fact that Bill Gates going into farming, people need to open their eyes and look and stop look with their eyes shut.
in what's it call it, Switzerland right now, they're harvesting seeds. Yes, because what them do, them try keep the seeds them and cut out everything else. So me I gotta tell you this. We Jamaicans, we need to stop listening to these hypocrite and wicked politicians. Look back to our food. Start look back for our original food. You notice a sensimania. You can't get a seed again.
Sensimina not there again.
Oh, you know orange. Me have a virgin of few Artenic down there. Me I try get some suckers. We not have orange again. We not have mandarin again. We not have tangerine again. We not have grapefruit again.
Me think
You
tangerine
get what me
still
I
there
say?
doing but me not think it in the
It
abundance where we used to see it when we are boy.
you have to go far. You have to go far to get it. Colleen, me not see. We not have look up plum them no more. You have to go far to get it. Me I go beg you this. Me I go say this to you. We need to start promoting all the naysayers them. In England me live. Yes? And me I go tell you this. Me not eat rice. Ground provision me eat. Our Jamaican food are the dearest thing over here. We yellow yam, can't buy. We dashing, can't buy. Breadfruit come from Mauritius and all of them things. They're one of the most expensive thing. I'm going to say this to you again. Me a man calling for your program a couple months ago and talk about scotch bonnet pepper with the Canada way. For the one we might get from Trinidad, a 30 Canadian dollar box for a 8 pound box, and a 60 Canadian dollar for a Jamaican box. I'm going to say this to you, Colin. The people them were down there, run up and down, need to go back in our farming, and we need to stand up and run with light green them and we need to talk to them police, yeah. Allow the people and make them do them farming. Because 4 years from now, Jamaica down they can't feed themselves. We have to go depend on food we are coming out of the country.
And 4
You
years
hear
from
all
now,
Santa
brother.
about
And
it?
4 years from now, right now, we cannot feed ourselves. That's why our importation bill is so high.
Okay.
We cannot
So hear
feed
me I go say
ourselves
to you.
right now.
So hear me I go say to you, Colin. And the next thing, the last thing, what me I go tell you. You see the spray them what them I use, I spray the thing them down at Jamaica. Remember this. A that a kill out we citrus them, they spray them. Them tell we say nothing burn no bush. The bush where you burn fertilize the land.
Yes. The
The
hash,
spray where
the
you
hash
use,
is good.
the spray where you use, kill out your fruit and everything, vegetable.
Yeah.
I want you make a comparison with the ginger them where them are bringing to the country now. You have some ginger when you broke it inside, white or grey. The original ginger them, because me used to peel ginger for my grandmother back in the 70s. Yes?
Yeah.
A yellow ginger them there. With sweet potato, we take, them have some little one where I take some 2 months. And I want to tell you too, we just go on and on, but me I go stop now because I don't want to take up your time. You see this hydro farming what them are doing in Jamaica? I want to tell them people, I say them down there idiot for hydro farming. Natural food, we get iron and vitamins from our food that growing at the ground. Yeah, this hydro farming plastic not good for your health. Yes, so whosoever not believe, take a book and go do so. No, go on your internet and go do your research. this hydro farming where them are coming. And I threw them younger and they don't know. But anyway, Colin, we will catch up again. Come here,
Blessings, man. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, man.
Why? Some valid points the man showed on. I tell you no. I tell you no, if we as Jamaicans don't careful, we are going to start starve down here. Junior! Junior? Think I have Junior on the line. I don't know where I'm gone. My people, we are living in serious times. A long time, me I study the seed issue here, you know. That people are going to want to control the seed. One man want control okra. Him you have to get the seed from. And that seed can only bear your one season of okra. The seed them can't plant back and grow. Or if they grow, they not bear. And a joke the brother make. Not a joke. But I'm not finished. I just touched base with Miss MP Miller Bennett. And she's saying to me that I have to apologize. I am with a family member who just lost her brother. So, let me apologize for that. We were really hoping to talk to the MP down there in Hanover because Hanover have been left out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 6. Left out of the whole mix.
In terms of questions.
The roof restoration program, I noticed that it covers St. James, Trelawney, Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, but there's no mention of Hanover. I must say Hanover was one of those parishes that suffered and was battered by Hurricane Melissa. Is it that no roofs were repaired under this program during your phase 1?
Chair, we have not repaired any roofs under phase 1 in that parish.
Why is that? Why not?
As mentioned before, the selection criteria is done through another ministry. What I'll indicate, Chair, if we recall, the shelter recovery program has about 6 different modalities. It's not only the government-directed roof repair program. There's also the roofs program, which is the cash grant to repair roofs as a matter through the NHTE for other modalities and so on. So it is not only the government...
Members, this was here.
So it's not only the government-directed roof repair program.
Member Flynn, just allow the commander to speak now. And let me say, members have a right to ask questions. No, they have a right.
Juliet Cockburn Flynn, you're a
member Cockburn Flynn and Miller, allow commander to speak. I don't want to crosstalk. Just allow commander to speak.
I want to indicate through you, Chair, is that phase 2 does include the parish of Hanover in the initial set of beneficiaries that we would have gotten. There are some beneficiaries from that parish.
Who is determining these things? We need to know.
So is it the Ministry of Labour that determines which parish or who would benefit under this program in a particular phase?
So, Chair, through you, having done their own vulnerability assessments, they come up with a ranking and they provide to us based on their indication as well of participation in the other programs who would benefit coming out of this particular program.
Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Hello, good evening. Caller, good evening. Yeah, man, we are here, you know. Hello? Well, you look like you're giant, but you never want to talk.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you still there, Colin?
Yes, we are hearing you. Come like you know want to talk this evening at all. Caller? Look like we lost the caller.
I'm here, man. I'm here. I couldn't hear you.
But you have to talk.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, Colin. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
I have two questions for you. You know what I mean? But I'm going to elaborate first before I ask the questions. Okay? All right. I'm going to deal with two of the cornerstone that was laid by the Michael Manley PNP government. You know. And when I can first start with one first, and I'm going to ask you questions, and I want you to debunk my questions if you think I'm talking a crap. First, I'm going to deal with the education cornerstone that was laid by the PNP by Michael Manley. When he laid that cornerstone was laid to grow the Jamaica economy and also to educate the grassroots of Jamaica. And that cornerstone that he laid for education, it gives every jack man of Jamaica hope of entering the university, whether your pocket long or short. Okay? And that has become a reality. Okay? At the present moment that I speak, that cornerstone is not being removed. It is being digged out by the JLP-led government from Eddie Siaga, Bruce Golding up to Andrew Holness. That stone has been digged out. And the education ministry is now sitting on life support. Is that a fact, Colin?
I would agree.
Hello? What's going on here? Hello?
I will agree with you, sir.
Hello?
Caller?
Hello?
I will agree with you.
Hello?
I don't know why you're not hearing me, but we are hearing you loud and clear.
Can you hear me, Colin?
Yes.
Colin, am I hearing you, mate? Do you hear me?
We're hearing you loud and clear, sir.
All right. You answer the question, because you answer the question.
I said I agree with you.
Okay. So you agree that the JLP government has been digged out that kind of stuff laid in education?
I agree with you. They have not done anything to improve our educational system in Jamaica.
They never built on it. They not build none on it. They dig it out. They shut down school. They shut down school. Their school right now shut down in Chulani. Which was put there by the PNP. Anyway, let me move on to the next cornerstone now, which is the National Housing Trust that was put there by the Michael Manley government. Okay? It gives the people who live in a, what do you call it now? The proper word for it now. Thatch house. They use the word thatch house. And I don't know where they want you, but they use the thatch house. Because I've no drink man. He was on what, 75 quid a week. And he was living in a Buckland dog house at the time. He was a laborer. And he was able to get a house from Housing Trust, 2-bedroom, kitchen, dining, and veranda. Okay? And a lot of grassroots people was able to get a house, Housing Trust. Okay? I said to you yesterday that as I speak at the present moment, the JLP is in the...
In the what? Hello? Hello? Caller, if you're listening to your device while talking to me, not going
when
right.
Hurricane Melissa passed through Jamaica, when Hurricane passed through Jamaica recently. Hello?
Yes, sir, we're hearing you.
Are you still there?
Caller.
Okay, when Hurricane Melissa passed through Jamaica.
Caller?
Yeah? Yeah?
Make certain you turn off your device and just listen to me through the phone.
Colin, I don't think I have on my phone. I don't have no device on.
All right, continue.
But somehow the call that seemed to be a bit I heard echoing. Anyway, I was saying when Hurricane Melissa passed through Jamaica recently, let's say there was there was no nurse, no police officer, no teacher house was damaged. That's just saying, you know what I mean? There was. And if a police or a nurse or teacher house was damaged, they won't be getting any container house. They'll be getting special treatment. Okay, they will be taken to and then given a percentage. What the average people in restaurant will be getting a container house. That's what Andrew Wallace's goal is. He has destroyed that cornerstone. But he's in the process of destroying that cornerstone that was laid by the manly led government. He has no track record of building houses in Jamaica since he's been in power. In fact, the JLP had no track record. Because I can tell you a lot of houses are because my first trade was electrical, and I spent 2 years and I work on unjust house. A lot of them from Trelawny right up from Eag to Bountial to I think it's Warsaw, wait a bit, Warsaw. Anyway, to Christiana. I can't remember the place name. It's wait a bit. You know what I'm saying? I work on these houses.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you debunk my argument that the JLP is not digging out that kind of stone of housing trust. You debunk that. Am I wrong or am I right?
I don't know. I don't have anything to say about that.
Okay, well, I'm telling you that he's in the process. He's in the process of digging it out and giving and introducing container house to Jamaican people.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for the call.
All right.
1-876-804-7072. That's the number to call. We are live on Portland Spice TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. May I ask you to touch up the like button. Touch up the like so we can promote the channel. Please and thank you very much. John Crow.
Oh, I go, my brother.
My day, no brother. Where I say?
Well, my day, I turn so back and I watch the program still.
Blessings, man. Give God thanks, you know. Well, go on. Talk to me.
But may I observe, may I point out some observation and may I make still.
Yes.
May I say, the labor right. So subscribers them as tune in and them numbers are grow.
Yes. Yes.
But Mr. Bell, let me tell you something. May I debate one of them named David.
Yes.
I mean I say, see that brother, him smart, you know, but him think him too smart. His goal, you know, Mr. Bell, is not to be educated or even try for debate, you know. That is not his goal, you know. Because him know right from wrong, you know.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And from him our conscience, you understand, and you choose wrong. Something seriously wrong with you.
Oh, yes. Oh,
yes.
yes.
You see, I only for time see you debate him and you win him. And I see you listen to him and you try to make a rebuttal and you try to make an important point, and in tactics of a distract you from making that point. Because he must study where you come with, you know.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I study him for the
truth. So him know
listen,
the answers to
them,
questions.
May I observe him, Mr. Bella, may I tell you, say, his tactics is not for you to get the truth out. His tactics is to distort and to create division. Let me tell you something. Showman is the next one too. I may observe him. The last time when me hear him call you for me, I say, you would do a better job than a Eastern Portland. I may say, you see it? Them money not really a call for add nothing of value to the program, you know. With them money I try sow seeds at discard and all of them something, you know. I try deunify the party. You understand what I say?
Yes.
But you see from me here, David say Edward Siaga are one of the best prime minister. I say, from this, I say, I kind of turn so back and I watch the program. So I say, I'm not really a call in so regular. I listen because you see them words that come out of that brother them out. You mean if you tell me say Edward Siaga conspired with a foreign agency for unalive 180 all an infirm woman. And you're gonna tell me say all an infirm woman will probably look like him too, you know.
Yes.
And him going to tell me,
Yes.
say, Edward Seaga are one of the best prime ministers ever governed Jamaica.
John Crow.
Me say
John
when
Crow.
the words left the man mouth, me say, I water come on my eye.
John Crow. You see the people
I
that must
water come on my
support.
eye.
You see the people that must support the Jamaica Labour Party, brother. They are a sick set of people who live in denial and is out there to deceive and to destroy Jamaica. May I tell you? Because when you have all some bearded face man, me watch all some bearded face man, but claim say them a Rasta. They on internet say them a support Labour Party. And the Labour Party anthem, party night say, remember Bustamante. He serve us well.
And you know who Bustamante is.
God Almighty. When the people sing that anthem, it tells me that they are a set of wicked, delusional, deceptive, dangerous people. Bustamante Jr. will tell you, say bring all baby face man. If the jailhouse can hold them, the cemetery will hold them. And labor rights are up and about singing, remember Bustamante.
See, when I say still, I'm not tell you how to run your program still, but I'm going to tell you something. I was an avid listener of Nationwide News.
Yeah.
And PBC YouTube channel. And I was blocked from Nationwide News.
Why
and PBCJ. Because me are typing in the comment section the truth. And them not like that. And me I tell you, say, them labor rights aim is not for the truth to get out.
Yeah, man.
They are trying them best
to stop the truth.
For distort it. And tell us the sky green. When you out there, look up in the sky and see the sky blue for yourself. Them actually are convinced you say the sky green. You understand?
Yes.
But what me I say still, them money can't always go on Cliff Hughes program go talk. Why he need to come over here, sir?
Because they want to stop the truth from coming out. It's an effort to take up some of the time we have spent too much time on the truth. So they want to come take up some time, see if they can spread some lies and change some narrative and distract us. They can't distract us.
Let me tell you something. I used to tune into Nationwide regularly and text. And a man look for me, type in the text, in the group, in the text, in the chat and tell me, say, me soon stop text for Nationwide. You say 2 weeks time, Colin.
They block you.
Me I text again. The man address me by my first name.
How we say? Man,
yeah, man.
Man, find
then
out who you be.
Man. You know, me I tell you. What tell you? Another fire me a burn still, you know. With all of them something we are happening at the finance ministry. Why is it that Mr. Robinson, Julian Robinson, is so silent? Why is it?
Why? I don't know if he's silent or not talking enough. I don't think he's silent, but we're not hearing him loud enough.
Ben, come on, man. the country in a recession, you mean if you tell me say we're not hear from you?
Well, I'm going to call
Why we not hear from the opposition spokesman on transport?
I'm going to call
You remember the first one of the first? You remember one of the first call I call you and I tell you, say, I see someone laugh up in a parliament with Andrew Holness when Melissa just licked.
Boy, I see.
I tell you, say, I watch them and I observe them.
I see Dayton Campbell do a thing where make me shame like dog.
Yeah, man.
Man, make me shame like a dog.
A serious shake up need for happening at the party still, you know.
Me see Dayton Campbell bow to Andrew Holness. What can go so? Or somebody tell me say I'm bowing bow. Somebody tell me. I don't know if anybody else saw it, but it looked like him bow to Andrew Holness to me. Anybody else see that, John Crow? You saw that?
No, I never see, but me you talk about it.
But what me I say still? Me can't even find the guts for sure, brother. Me I tell you.
What me I say still? What me I say still? If you feel like say in a Labour right party alone criminal.
No.
Then I tell you say it's Mark Golan gonna get a fight. He not get the full support. He not get it. Never get it.
Well, I hope he gets it.
Yeah, man. He never get it, man. When you really look upon it, man, it man too clean. You understand?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
criminal are like cleanliness.
Yeah.
You understand? So when you see someone that pull and a talk about them want challenge and one bag of sitting on it, them man need to come together and band together and realize the fight that them a fight. And realize say, yo, it's a demon them a fighting on Jones.
All right, my brother. Respect.
That's the thing there.
One love.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Anybody saw the video when Andrew Holness went down to Westmoreland and meet up with Dayton Campbell? It looked to me like Dayton bow. You know, bowing head. Somebody tell me say me wrong. I want to be wrong because when me see, make me feel bad. It embarrassed me. But I am hoping that somebody said to me, no, Colin, he did not bow. Saw it. Him nearly bow. Really, him really bow. Rotted. No, sir. Me not like that. Me want somebody tell me, say, no, the man never bow. In shake Andrew Holness hand. Somebody say, yes, Colin, him bow. Me feel wasara. Diplomatic. Shook of hands. Bow, I saw it. Brother? Me want date and tell me, say, nah, man. I slip on my head, go so. I saw it. Bow or nod. Yes, he did. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Portland Spice TV. We have way over 1,000, over 1,100 devices. So touch up the like for me, please. Touch up the like so that YouTube can send this further. Please and thanks. Go ahead, caller.
Bless up the likes, people. Bless up the likes. Sir Colin, respect. Much respect, my brother.
One love, caller. One love. Big up.
So listen. You heard on Bruce Golden?
Oh, yes. I
the
heard
one-eye
Bruce.
man?
Yes. I heard Bruce Golden.
What?
But I don't know if I don't know if you ever hear me say that Bruce Golden is maybe one of the only labor rights that I have some respect for. Me used to love the man's sincerity. And then you see when Bruce Golden resigned, it showed me that the guy real, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. The man say, friend not deal with friend the way or the man them a deal with we.
Real Jamaican, yeah?
No, man.
Hey, listen, let me tell you, but the part will get me, you know. What the man said. Force. We're forced by the USA. What does he mean by that? Was he speaking about the MOU? Was the MOU forced? Because if I'm watching your show correctly, Sir Bell, and I'm watching the government, I could have sworn that R.G. Marks was the one that approached the USA. But now Mr. Golding is saying, oh, we were forced? What is this? Because, I mean, I'm confused. What do you think about that?
Well, I know a long time that we were forced. And that's why I keep telling people that this GLP government cannot be trusted. And we can't sit down about we're comfortable with this GLP government. They don't speak truth. I see them come out and tell a lie and turn this little boy we used to there down a SATCOM. When me down a SATCOM, me give him a program for SATCOM. Dana Morris Dixon tell lie about government develop and own support Jamaica platform. Turn him in a clown.
Wow. So it brings me back to the thought, and this is just food for thought. All right. This is a ex-prime minister. This is not no regular guy down the street type. No, this is the ex-prime minister. Obviously, he had intel.
Hold on, the caller. Let me make the people in here what Brucey say. Wanna listen to Brucey?
Yeah, man, listen, Brucey, man.
It's not friendship. Forcing us to accept foreign deportees when we are struggling to look after our own people. That is not friendship. True friends don't abuse your friendship. They don't make unreasonable demands of you. They should be there to help you out.
Watching your eye.
Holding a gun to your head and insisting that you must be reasonable and do things their way, that is not friendship. The United States has put us under severe stress. That's not what friends are for. There are many at home and abroad who are outraged at what is taking place, who are incensed at the bullying that is being meted out to us.
Me box fire, you hear the man say? At the bullying that is being meted out to us. And then Neville come here yesterday and say we don't have to put that on the GLP. Because Bruce Golden is speaking as a private citizen. But when we see people like Nadine Spence, my friend Diane Jackson Miller, and the Jumbi them over the propaganda station want to hold the PNP responsible for two members, quote-unquote members, having a discussion. Hey, Labour right a full-fledged hypocrite, you know.
You know them can try, but it not gonna work. The distraction upon that now, them have to come harder than that because Bruce think them a while ago. But anyway, let me just say one thing before I hang up. Just a food for thought, people. I just wanted to touch on what you said in the beginning. I'm sorry to switch the subject, but just for food for thought. Matthew Samuda, the little guy, the little short guy, yeah. He's the one that said that they're looking into building plants that will turn salt water into fresh water for the hotels, right? You have parliamentarians that is in government that owns water trucks. They deliver water to you. You have to buy the water to fill up your black tank. You have to buy the water, people. You understand? Listen to me. All these facts, they need to be put in order when we're speaking about certain situations, and they need to be coming back because that was literally a 9-day wonder. I don't even think people even remember about this. You see what I'm saying? Which is a very serious situation. I hear people talking about they need to plant, they need to do this, they want to this and that. Listen, if there's no water, nothing's gonna grow. Okay, nothing's gonna grow without water.
Nothing can grow without water, brother. Not even mankind can grow without water.
Not even exactly. Right? And another thing I want to touch on, the hydroponic system that is running is actually one of the cleanest ways to consume foods, especially when it comes to vegetables. I'm not talking about fruits. Fruits are different produce, and ground fruits are different produce. But if you're talking about vegetables, it's a very, very clean way to do it. But they have to do it not in plastic pipes. Right? We got to get specific with this. Not in plastic pipes. They have to make tubes that's made out of clay. Right? Something from the earth.
Or make ponds in the ground.
Exactly. Listen, Colin. I do interior designing for a living, right?
Yeah.
I've been to these. I live in America. And I've seen millionaires have what's it called it? The hydroponic system. They'll literally have it in their garage. But it's a big giant pot with a bunch of holes in it. But the water is always circulating.
Okay.
But it's made out of clay.
Okay. Not plastic.
This is the secret. Not plastic. See what I'm saying?
All right, my brother.
But yo, big up your channel, brother.
Bless up.
Yo, now watch my day night chat. One love. Bless up.
One love. Brother Junior. Junior.
Hello.
What go on, brother?
Mediano.
Talk to me.
What is the difference between what Bruce Golden said? No. Our Michael Manley used to talk about 50 years ago.
The difference is, at the time Michael Manley was Prime Minister. This time, Bruce is a former Prime Minister, former leader of the Jamaica Labour Party. So he's not Prime Minister. He's not making
But
policies.
But the argument is the same.
Yes. Yes.
You see, they live like hypocrisy now.
Yeah, man. Because it's
Bruce
the same.
Gordon was in Parliament when Michael used to make this statement, you know.
He was there?
Yeah, remember say Bruce Gordon win Central St. Catherine from 1976 and 1980, you know.
Okay, okay. So when Manley
So
was
when-
saying that we will walk through this world on our feet and not on our knees, he was there.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah, man,
Michael
he was
Manley
there.
said nobody will choose our friends for us, he was there.
Yeah. And then now, you remember about 2 weeks ago, a friend of yours called your program. I was talking about that type of rhetoric and how it was problematic. So him know your Bruce Golden.
No, they not hear Bruce Golden now. No.
Oh boy. So life go. Anyway, you realize exactly what we were saying about this TCN thing.
Yeah.
Is it come out now, you know? Because if you look on the whole thing, the Americans went into Venezuela and took out Maduro. And they said that Maduro is involved in narcotics.
Yeah.
And you and I know that Trump don't like scammer and he don't like people who are involved in narcotics.
Yeah.
He don't like them, right?
So him
So
say.
when that happens, right, so him say, right. So when that happens now, people in Jamaica start to tremble. So Jamaican businessmen and politicians up in the government realize now that they're in problem. Remember, no, the Americans knew that Jamaica was damaged in the hurricane. They would not come to us to take people. They had no intention of talking to Jamaica about taking TCN, you know, because Jamaica was damaged. It's because of the issue with the Jamaican people involved in them type of business. That's why they go to Washington and lobby the Americans that they will take the unwanted. It's Jamaica, but and negotiate with the people who are them.
Well, that's what the Americans put out. That's what the Americans put out. They say Audrey Marks was the one who approached them.
So it's no secret, and that is what pissed off Bruce Golding, you know. Bruce Golding is annoyed to know that we go and talk to the people.
We got, yes.
Because there was nowhere in the argument that Jamaica was involved in the argument. Because remember, America know that Jamaica have two problems. They have a border problem with the Haitians coming to Jamaica.
Yes.
And we had the hurricane damage.
Yes.
So why would they know? Why would they now look to send people to us? Right? Okay, all the one thing said the American inconsiderate. They never think about we.
God, them never think that we in a position to take them.
Oh, thank you. Are we because of a problem with our behave? You understand me?
Yes.
I make it what happen.
Mm-hmm.
Rastan, come already?
No, we're not link him yet. Hold on.
No.
Hold on. Let me see what's going on over here. So I look like I wonder if really link up the quiet. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, no, I'm not link up yet. But I guess him soon link up.
All right. Before it come on.
Yeah.
No. You realize that every time Razan come on the program and he talk and he make a prediction, and every time the man word comes past, everybody embarrassed now.
Yes. Yes. But hear this,
Razan,
Junior. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Rastan has been repeatedly telling us what's going to happen in the next month by month. If the books couldn't balance the last month, them can't balance this month again. Where the money going to come from this month to balance the book? And next month it's going to be the same thing. It's a recurring decimal. Every time it gets worse and worse. And then you have some people now in Jamaica who don't want to accept the reality.
So, Junior, Ralston came yesterday, and while we were on here, Ralston realized that the June numbers were out. So those numbers were on PortlandspiceTV first. We broke the news that the government shortfall is now at $28 billion, right? So I cut off that aspect out and I post it up this morning, post it on TikTok and post a short version on YouTube. And some labor right, Junior. Let me look for what exactly they say. Let me look for exactly. Then now take on the numbers, really. One say, why is it that only when the jail, well, no, another one there. Let me look for the real one. Where them what them say. See it here? So, who never know that? Them are going to blame it upon some other themselves now. But one say, has this man ever come out and say the countries are on the right path? No. Why would you come out and say the countries on the right path? Him say, show me one speech that Ralston ever said that the country is on the right path. Why the man would have come say the country is on the right path when it is not? Edward White, you are an idiot. Edward White, you are a deceiver. Ralston speak truth. Ralston report on the data. And the data says that we are not on the right path. What you want Ralston say?
Oh, all right. Let me go further, because me can't talk while you can't talk, say, right? If Darvaz never hate you, Portland would be in a better position,
Long time.
Because I never know you personally until Friday. And if you can stay where you were and organize and have an event like what you have Friday, then imagine if you had like a power in your hand.
Oh, tell her if I get a whole off of the penny, Junior. I told them up in the Rio Grande Valley last week that if I were the councillor, the Rio Grande Valley would be booming for the summer. Because I know what to do to ensure that the Rio Grande Valley would be booming. People would be making money to send their children back to school. Instead that they voted for a child who had never set our own table, never live in our own house. As she them vote for, and now them I say, boy, we make a mistake, we make a mistake. Election of consequence.
Colin.
Yes?
You normally have Jerk Festival in July, don't?
Yes, it used to be the second Sunday of July.
And then now people who make money would have money tie over play, send them kids to school in September morning.
Every year, Junior, that the Jerk Festival is not held, $60 million is taken out of the Portland economy. $60 million. The hoteliers lose, Airbnb lose, vendors lose, parish council lose, police lose, the health sector lose when you don't have a Jerk Festival in Portland. And the Jerk Festival was not held this year because of the government of Jamaica and the Portland Municipal Corporation. They are the reasons.
I remember going to Jerk Festival, right? I know that I parked my vehicle inside somebody's yard and just pay a little fee.
And pay them, yes.
All right. So nobody can tell me nothing about
Junior,
Portland.
on Jerk Festival Day, my list of people who I employ is 150 people me employ. And on Jerk Festival Day, me not pay nothing, and that's the cheapest person will get paid from me. On Jerk Festival Day, $7,000 then get for the day. $7,000.
And the minimum wage at that time was $7,500 per week. You remember?
Hey, tell her. No, sir. I win. 7,500 per week. That never happened in Jamaica yet. Minimum wage never reached us yet. Oh, no. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Because minimum wage now is $17,000 a week. Yes, man.
Right.
So, then, no, me used to pay more than the minimum wage, you know.
But remember, say, a daily pay you talk about.
Yes.
Minimum wage, a weekly.
Yes. I mean, I pay no, and hold on. There are people who get more than that, you know.
Yeah.
But just I tell us, the man them will stand up in the car park and help park the car them because we not charge you parking either. Them man there get $7,000 for the day. The people them will just carry water from one area to another, go give the man them water, $7,000 a day them they get. Now we not talk about the man them who used to stand up at the gate. For them man the salary like $10,000 for the day. Yeah? The police, let me tell you something, Junior. 1 year, the police them charge me almost $500,000. Like $490,000. We pay police.
Have the police at the location.
Yes. Plus we pay private security, and plus me employ some police to myself.
Have an understanding of what entertainment do to an economy. People seem not to understand. And I think we have leaders now and do understand that at all.
But let me
That's
tell you
why
something else,
they
Junior.
fight against the dance thing.
Let me tell you something else what the Jerk Festival does. When I do the Jerk Festival, I spend like about $3.5 million on local advertising. And that local advertising keep Boston going from this year to next year. I go abroad every time we keep Jerk Festival. I go to US, I go to Canada. Sometimes I go to England. I not always go to England, but sometimes I go, or sometimes I send across the flyer them and get people, put them up in them area. So we promote abroad like 6 months leading up to the festival. So it's a major hit to Portland when you do have a Jerk Festival happening in Portland in any given year. And the Portland Municipal Corporation, headed by the political directorate, them see to it that it not happen. Just to spite Colin Bell. Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah, but that though, Colin, to me, trying to spite you don't make sense, you know.
No make no sense.
Because you can buy your dinner.
But Junior, for starters, you know, to put on the Jerk Festival, me have to find anywhere between $5 and $7 million up front, you know, before the festival, you know. So, you going to spite a man?
So if you get, Colin, let me talk. If you can find that,
yeah,
right? How me to fight against you?
Oh, you spite me. Oh, you going to spite me?
Can't spite me. What that was against you, you know, is that thing can buy you.
Tell her.
A buy fast can buy you. Make it, you know. A buy can buy you. Because how could you, Colin Bell, be living in Portland and you have the skill set where you have? I mean, I link you up on your MP. I don't care whether or not you live on the other side. The problem with Jamaica, you know, is that when you become a prime minister, you become a prime minister of the country. You don't become the prime minister for the JLP. And that's why I try to tell people all the while that the biggest thing what happened to Jamaica and mash up Jamaica was when they killed Ken Jones. And Ken Jones trying to be prime minister of Jamaica. No. You see, if Ken Jones was prime minister down that time, then get rid of him. Labour Right and PMP could have a meeting on the same road. Because so we used to live in a Colin.
Yes.
We used to live good. I see I can mash up Jamaica and do all this, add to it. You
all
can
right, brother
imagine.
Junior.
And when we left, because somebody walk over.
Yeah.
But before me go, remember, you know,
yes,
we have to touch the like button.
Touch the like button. Promote the channel.
The like button.
If you have not yet
Wait up.
subscribed, please subscribe. One love, my brother Junior. Big up yourself.
That man, cool.
Yes,
Every
man.
time.
Let me tell you something, people. I do the Jerk Festival for the love. Because me I gotta tell you now, enough time I do the Jerk Festival and lose my money. Lose my money. When me done, me pay everybody. I mean, I have no money. I go home with it. Turn off the instrument caller. So, enough for the like. Me do Jerk Festival. Me do it because I love it. Me love the event. Me love the fact that I get a chance to promote Portland. Me love the fact that thousands of people come to Portland for the Jerk Festival. Yeah? So, me see it as a civic duty when me I do. So, when them try stop the Jerk Festival, if it stop me, God lift me higher. Vincent Edwards.
Mr. Bell, good evening.
Yes, sir.
I listened to a caller on your program earlier on, the one who were talking about the housing trust.
Yes.
And we're giving the impression that the Andrew Holness-led government not really build house for the people of this country. You could see that you never agree with him because you never, when he replied to him. And I say to myself, Mr. Bell, that you should have corrected him and make him know even this week, I think it was Sunday morning, you announced a hearing of Andrew Holness putting plat and houses is handing over to the people. And you say if that is so,
but that
he must pay.
That not come out of housing trust money. I never out of housing trust money.
Right, no, right. But the Andrew Holness-led government have done so much where houses is concerned
Hold on. Much is the wrong word doing now. Because when you use the word much, you can't count. You understand? So you could have said they have built many houses. They have built many houses. I will give them that.
Right.
Yeah, man.
And you
them build some houses.
And furthermore, the Andrew Holness-led government build quality house with value millions of giveaway to poor people who would have never built those quality house with inside bathroom, inside kitchen, you name it, good quality house with value, all 12 million, 15 million.
But he must take off the plaque off of them. He must take off the plaque off of them and take the people's dignity from them. When you put that plaque on it, nephew, it embarrasses the people who you give it to. It takes away their dignity.
I agree with you 100% that no plaque shouldn't depend them with
sir.
Prime Minister name. I agree with you.
Not even donated by the government of Jamaica not for depend it. You give the people them the house. Let's say you go show off and it over. That should be it. No sign of it depend it. Say a government give them it. You're taking away their dignity.
All right, I'm not going to dispute it. And yesterday, that same caller come back on your program, and when you question him about what you were talking about, he says, it's all right. You understand me? Colin, you don't need, believe me, Colin, I know of a labor right who go on social media and lie on the PNP and try to. And I tell him, say, look here, Andrew Holness tell the labor right them say, you don't need to go tell no lie. Just talk about me and the government too.
Nephew, Andrew Holness tell the most lie on PNP. Andrew Michael Holness tell the most lie on PNP. And when he tell it, he make up his face and his forehead get wrinkled when he tell lie on PNP. So if
Andrew
Andrew Holness a tell lie on PNP, then we expect the doggers them and the bloggers them to do.
All me I beg you do, sir. No labor right can't come and tell lie we not stop them in their track. I am asking you, sir, Mr. Bell, please, to protect your dignity.
Well,
when the PNP come
you
here.
me tell the man yesterday, you me tell the man yesterday, say me not agree with him about the housing trust, don't?
Yes, you
all
did.
Right, later, me gone. Me gone.
Yeah,
all right. Good evening, welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Portland Spice TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Like up the channel. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, Colin, good afternoon. Data and Campbell, Bow Rasta. In Bow.
In Bow?
Yeah, man, in Bow, man. And look here. We see the video now. I'm text towards it. And him say, boy, in a nobody, you know. In a nobody, wait.
You're not
for bow.
When you're ready, yeah.
You're not for bow.
You're not for bow. Shake the man and now give him a firm handshake and looking at him face. Where the backside you have bow dating. You embarrass me.
Yeah, some people that say I laugh, and bow. You don't even laugh at Joel.
No, man.
It's in a parliament, you know.
Yeah, man, knocking no teeth. Knocking no teeth to Dan Joel.
Knocking no teeth. So bow the man, bow.
Is that what me I talk about in a caller? The PNP are ramping with the GLP, and the GLP not ramping with the PNP. Then I ramp PNP.
Colin, wait. You know the comment in page, you know. You went say, come say to him, say, brethren. And another signal you send during the election, you know, during the campaign, you know. You say campaign and politics are politics. So you know see. So you see,
that's why. Listen,
you know see it.
That's why PNP now win no election.
No,
because
we're not play politics.
We're not serious about the thing. Me tell you this, you know. I'm not afraid to say it on this program here straight. You see, Labour right them, they don't like PNP. Nobody think I joke them. They hate PNP like poison. They are bitter against the PNP. Them not in a nothing. We do know so any PNP out there talk about this your Labour money. I'm a friend. Him not in a nothing with you.
In a nothing with you. So
and the PNP are taking it for a joke. Andrew Holness in the parliament I look on date and say you're a bully. You're a bully.
You're a bully.
And date no look on the man and say you're a corrupt leader.
You know it.
Oh, you must dress down the man.
You man just rich share the man and don't have respect for your office. And laugh with him, that star. Yo, listen me. Only Alfred does one miss over there, so I show militancy. Alfred does one and Nikisha.
The man not show no militancy. That is the right term you use, caller. That's the right term.
All of them sell out. There's Dayton and Nikki and Dayton. Dogs. Dog and Nikisha show colors.
I show militancy. Yeah, man, and I show firm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you see.
Yeah, man.
Man.
That is the right term you come with. The PNP not showing no militancy.
No, they might look friend. They might look friend. You know it. You know, but we don't want to say no more later.
Respect. The caller is right. The caller is right. We're not showing no militancy. We're not showing like we are concerned that a set of corrupt leaders are tearing down the country and the country needs to be respected and rescued from these people. So that's why when they go on platform and talk, people take them for joke. Because at a time when you are supposed to be serious, the people in your constituency have been suffering for so long and the government have access to so much money. Prime Minister come 10 months after you bow. Lift up your head. Caller, good evening.
Good evening, Colin.
Yes, sir.
I just want to take first before
I'm not hearing you clearly.
We want to verify from you that clip with the chairman of the Finance Committee asking the question. Well, no, the MP was asking the question about Hanover.
I'm listening.
Yes, I don't know if that clip. You have a date on that clip. That's a written clip.
If what happened to the clip?
It is recent.
That was on the 28th of July.
Okay. Now, hear my point. Somebody's lying. Remember, in November, the government said that they put an estimate of over 1,208 were identified to receive assistance on the roof program.
All right, so there are different roof programs. So the one that the JDF did, where they went around and repair people's roof, none of that was done in Hanover. They did 500 and something of that. None was repaired by the Jamaica Defense Force in Hanover.
Good. Then the Minister of Labour, that was in February, said that he had $334 million for Hanover, and JIC gave a breakdown of homes were affected by that money. 700 received by your cost of your damage. No, 254 homes received money for serious damage, totaling $700,000. Yeah. So somebody's lying.
No, but what I'm saying to you, the roof repair program may be different, where the JDF go around and do those repairs. That is the repair that they were talking about in this clip.
No, you mean the Minister of Labour was in charge of that?
No, HODPEM was in charge of that.
I'm talking about the Minister of Labour, what he has done under his part of the recovery program.
The clip that I played was not talking about what the Ministry of Labour did.
No, I was telling you that the government representative is minister, whatever. They had given Hanover $334 million. This was said on February 27, 2026.
And who is saying that is not true?
No, I'm just saying that to come in July, or somebody say that what assistance was given Hanover.
Somebody saying what? I'm not hearing you clearly.
No, the clip that you played, the person who responded to the chair said that there was no given to Hanover yet. It was on a second foot.
No, but Carla, that's why I'm trying to make something clear to you. This clip is talking about the roofs repair program. And the ODPEM, the head of ODPEM said none was done in Hanover.
Okay. So Mr. Colonel Charles' program did the roofs in Hanover then?
No, but that's a different program, my brother. So you may be mixing up two programs. The government did a number of programs. Remember, the MPs were given 10 million. That's one program. Do you remember?
So it is not.
Remember, the Ministry of Labour gave out 70,000, 250,000, 500,000 to some people. That's a different program. The JDF went out and they repair roofs. That's a different program. In the clip that I played, they are talking about the JDF program, the one that the JDF did. None of those, the JDF did not repair any roofs in Hanover. That's what they're talking about.
Okay. So it is incorrect, correct to say no assistance was done for Hanover.
I didn't hear anybody say that no assistance was done in Hanover.
I just want to clarify.
All right, cool. I'm not hearing you good, though. I'm struggling to hear you. So call me back on a better line. Raleigh, good evening.
Yeah, man, what's up?
What go on, brother?
Yeah, man, we're there.
How things?
Yeah, man, we're good, man.
So, Raleigh, you broke the news yesterday, and some people don't want to hear it, that the government shortfall coming in at $28 billion up to June from April. What else happened today?
Well, there was nothing exciting today except the BOJ says it will be trying to mop up another $10 billion.
Mopping up again? Then, Raleigh, then assume mop up all the tile off of the floor? What is going to happen with this continuous mopping up?
Continued shrinkage in the economy and continued revenue shortfall unless the government starts spending more.
And we don't see the intention of the government spending anymore, because based on the numbers that came out yesterday, the government is cutting spending.
Yeah, man.
How much they cut spending by again?
$19 billion. 19.5 to be precise.
April, May, and that's in 3 months.
Yeah, man.
So, so if you multiply that 19 by 4, then the capital budget come like it might not spend then.
Well, more than likely. I mean, given the time that we have right now and all of that, and that is why some of the public sector leaders, including John Levy, who I spoke with today, are saying that since you're not going to spend the capital budget, use some of the money and pay public sector workers a decent salary, because the 2% and the 2.5% not going to work when inflation is running at 7%.
But wouldn't that drive us deeper in the whole rally?
Of course, because it means slower economic growth this year and next year. But that's the conundrum that we're facing.
And the government is not talking to anybody.
No.
I am initiating a rally.
Yeah.
I am initiating you, Conrad O'Brien, myself. I don't know if we can draw Simon Kraskill tonight to get the opposition to start talking about these things and see if we can draw the government along into some discussion that we can put some solid ideas on the table that the government can get the economy moving.
Well, I don't think there's that will increase the pressure, but I don't think there's a shortage of solid ideas. They are just not taking the ideas. It's not an absence of ideas. They're just not taking any idea that doesn't come from them, and they don't have any ideas. That's the problem.
How do we save Jamaica?
Well, that is going to be the difficult challenge, and we hope that in the Independence Day messages on Thursday, we'll hear some things from the opposition leaders to some of the ideas, that's his perspective as to what is happening now, and some of the ideas, and we hope the Prime Minister will address some of those things and tell us what is it that the government is going to do about them. Because if those things are not addressed, then the whole independence thing will be meaningless. There's a time when man just go sit down and stare at the yard, and some people go to beach and some people smoke weed and drink rum and boom. Yeah, we're past that stage now after do some serious reflection.
Hold on. Somebody is saying in the chat room, Colin, they offered 5% today.
Never heard that. And yeah.
Are you saying that the government offers civil servant 5% today? Is that what I am getting, gentles? I'm not sure. Let me see.
Never heard that, and I spoke to some of the senior trade union leaders today. Never heard anything like that.
Where you guys get that from? Because yes, they're saying yes. Where you get that from? That the government offers civil servants 5% today? Raleigh, how would that be if that is so?
Well, I mean, many of the public sector workers would still be below the projected rate of inflation for this year. But I guess, it's better than 2%.
They are saying it came on your 5 o'clock news this evening, Raleigh.
Okay, never heard that. I'll check with some of the senior trade union leaders.
It was on RGRB on the headline. Wow, that would be something, Raleigh. Can we afford it?
Well, as I said before, the trade union leaders are saying since you're not going to spend the capital budget, you might as well use some of it and pay the workers. But that's going to have a negative impact on the economy because the money will be consumed by the workers and there'll not be a capital stock to drive the growth in the economy. But, it's our best case scenario in a bad situation.
So you are saying
you cut your capital to pay wages. That's not a good position to be in.
So you are saying, Raleigh, let me see if I understand you, that you are actually agreeing that, pay the people, but you are also saying to us that it going sink us.
Yeah, that's my job to show you the consequences of the actions that they are taking. And these things are things that backed up in the system from a long time ago that we were warning the people that this is where we are going to end up if we continue to do what they were doing. So these are the consequences of bad policies.
There was indeed a meeting this evening, but I don't know what the offer is. Somebody saying the offer is 5% in 3 years. 5% in 3 years.
No, I'm not understand what that means. 5% in year 1, 5% in year 2, 5% in year 3. What that means?
Or 5% over 3 years, meaning 1%, 2% 1 year.
That would be worse than the current offer because the current offer is 2% in year 1, 2.5% in year 2, and 2.5% in year 3.
So
that means that no headway has been made.
So that would be 6.5% in 3 years.
Yeah.
So if it's 5% in 3 years, then it's a worse offer than was on the table.
Precisely, and that would reflect the revenue decline, and that would mean that the standoff would continue. That doesn't make no sense.
Hold on, somebody clear this to me because they are saying 5% over 3 years.
And the current offer is 7% over 3 years. So 2% in year 1, and 2.5% in year 2, and 2.5% in year 3. So this would be a worse offer than the previous offer.
So that's 7% they were offering in 3 years.
Right.
And if you are saying this is 5% in 3 years, then it's cut the offer.
Yeah, man. Yep. That would be consistent with the decline in revenues.
Hold on, let me see this. Somebody's saying 5% over 3 years would be less. Oh, yes, that's what they're saying. Less than the original offer.
Yeah, man, that doesn't make no sense. So while that would be consistent with the revenue shortfall, that doesn't make any sense for the workers.
I have a caller holding. Let me take this caller. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Everybody like up the video, please. Thumbs up on the video. Thumbs up on the video. Go ahead, caller.
I remember.
Yeah, Raleigh.
Remember, even if we hit the inflation target of 4 to 6% over a 3-year period, even if you use the lower bound of 4%, and we assume that we make it, which is not going to happen, that would be inflation would be 12% over a 3-year period, and the offer would be 5%. That wouldn't make any sense.
Somebody say, ask Raleigh if they're not meeting the tax target, what is likely to happen in regards to the budget, which already has a shortfall? Are we looking at a supplementary budget before year end?
Yeah, they would have to have a supplementary, and that supplementary would mean further cuts. Because if you're not making the revenues, you have to cut the spending to stay on track. So it means further hardships.
Somebody's saying they are saying $80,000 lump sum. We're going to forget this. We're going to forget this whole clip and listen to what was said. Because here's somebody now saying that they are offering a $80,000 lump sum.
We'll have to get some clarity on that.
So Yvonne Miller is asking, Yvonne Miller, is there anything else of importance going on in Jamaica? Well, we talk about the most important things, what will affect the lives of majority of the Jamaican people, the economy.
We're looking at the big picture, the macro, because the macro determines what's at the micro level. Yes. So we look at the big picture. We're not looking at a tunnel. We're looking at the big picture.
Whoa.
That doesn't make no sense, and that is going to create, because John Levy was clear today that the workers not accepting not like that.
Not accepting not 5%.
No.
So what is it that the workers are asking for, Raleigh?
The man them say them want something that keeps them ahead of inflation or keep them in line with inflation.
And what would that look like?
So if it's make we assume, again what I said, right now the rate of inflation is almost 7%. Mm-hmm. The war is continuing. So despite the mopping up exercise from the BOJ, because the BOJ has no control over inflation caused by things like oil prices and all of those things.
Right.
Yeah. So if we made an assumption that we capped inflation at 7% this year, and you give the people them 2%, that's a 5% wage cut. If you give them 2.5% next year and inflation is still 7%, that is still a 4.5% cut. So if we assume that inflation ran at 21% for the 3-year period, and you give the people 7%, you can see the magnitude of the wage cuts that they are talking about.
But
in real terms.
How are we going to afford an increase that is in line with inflation, Raleigh? How are we going to afford that?
Well, that's the point I'm making. John Levy is saying, you say I'm going to spend 99 billion pound capital. We know say you're not going to spend that. So take some of the money and pay the workers because we need the workers to keep the wheels of the public sector turning.
But Raleigh,
so what
Raleigh, every year the government puts a number for the capital budget, right? We realized for the last 5 years that they have not been spending it. Am I wrong to suspect that the government puts on a lot of fluff in the budget presentation to put on a show for the Jamaican people, knowing fully well that they will not be spending that kind of money?
That's a part of it, and that is why John is saying that we know you're not going to spend.
Hold on, Vincent.
You know you're not going to spend that money. So whatever you plan to spend less and pay the workers, because the workers can't continue to work and to keep the wheels of government turning if the purchasing power that they have is declining. He's also saying that a lot of the public sector workers live in places where they have to take the toll, and the toll, it takes like 15% of people pay annually. So the whole thing just can't work.
But my point, why I said that, Raleigh, my point is government don't have the money.
And no, but whatever they are going to spend, they are going to have some of the money. So John is saying whatever you are going to spend, cut the amount that you are going to spend and pay the workers because you can't do without the workers.
How can that be viable, Raleigh, if you don't spend on the infrastructure? The economy is presently in a recession, diving deeper and deeper in this recession. And John is now saying that cut the capital budget. What is going to happen to Jamaica if that do?
But the point I'm making is that this is a point that I've been making ad nauseum from a long time ago, that the direction in which Nigel Clark was taking the economy would create this problem. So now everybody on Monday morning quarterback, but me they are telling you that some long time, because if you're not spending the capital budget and you raise the wage bill to 14% of GDP and tell the country that growth is going to lead and make a catch up. And then now you weaken the place and Beryl come and mash up and Melissa come and mash up everything. This is where we are.
Nephew, where you want to say, nephew?
So all I want to cry now, all who are crying now, we did telling them things from 5 years ago. We just reap the results where you plant, where you sow, where you reap. Simple.
Make we hear what nephew have to say. Can you run, come back here? What you have to say?
Mr. Bell.
Yes.
The RGR 5 p.m. news say that the government have increased their offer to the Confederation of Trade Union 5% per year.
Oh.
That will be 15% over the 3 year, and the workers will get a lump sum of a one-off of $80,000. That is not, it's not the first it happened in Jamaica. The PNP is the first one who did give the workers a lump sum of $40,000 and some increase. So it is 5% per year.
No, that would be an increase. That would be an increase. Yes.
It should be 15% over the
3
year. And the news said that the Confederation agreed, and there is expected to sign up within a 3 or 2 days, but the police and the teachers have not yet agreed.
Raleigh?
Okay, sir?
You hear that? Thank you, nephew. You hear that, Raleigh?
Yeah, that would make that would make more sense. I mean, that would be a good compromise. So I don't know when they like get agitated and I go on like say that would make sense. Yes, if it's 5% per annum over a 3 year period, that would be 15%. Now, if we made the assumption that the inflation rate came out at the 6% range, that would be like 3 percentage points below the inflation rate. So, I mean, that would be something that is workable. So I don't know why I get agitated like somebody I fight against that.
But Raleigh, can the government afford that?
And I'm saying to you as the man, them say you just have to reduce the amount that you spend on capital. The only other option you have is for make the workers them go up on strike and create all kinds of problems. So doing that would mean that they are going to take something, they have to relook at the budget and take something from the capital budget in order to afford that.
So a lot of the spending that they said that they were going to do, not going to happen then.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, man. Even without these situations, it never happened. So that is why Levy and them money can say, yo, we know someone just put up that number, then we know someone not going to spend that. So might as well just give the workers then some more money.
We have a call on the line. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live. Ralston Iman is with us.
But it means that we're going behind, you know, the same problems that we have been having for the last 5-6 years. We are now in that same trap. The weak capital.
Good evening, Uncle Ralston.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Colin and everybody. But just stick a point.
Colin, but before the caller, just want to make the point. So it means that we're still trapped in the low capital budget, low growth trap. So although the workers that get more pay, you're gonna have a problem next year because we're gonna have the same problem with low growth and low revenue collection. So it's a continuous cycle. We needed to break that cycle.
No, let's use this analogy and see if I'm getting it right. You have a house, right? And it values so much. Jamaica values so much when everything is all right. Say, for instance, we never have no Melissa, no Beryl, and things did go on. Our money is spent. And the infrastructure, them the schools is repaired, upgraded to resilient standard, to this modern standard, homes built with modern standard. Everything is upgraded, the water system, so everything is upgraded and maintained. And the capital budget is spent to do these things. That would be one thing what Uncle Ralston say. Any increase, inflation, we would not talk about inflation because we would not have this conversation. Even if geopolitical things were going on, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But Beryl happen, Melissa happen, infrastructure, third of the infrastructure Jamaica mashed down, and capital budget still sitting there. Now, Uncle Ralston, this capital budget generate interest?
No, man, that is money that the government would spend on building out the country's infrastructure and make it more efficient for investors to operate. So we'd have better roads, better bridges, better schools, and all of those things. So it would be a more efficient and faster growing economy. Capital budget is the growth.
Said then?
Is the growth budget.
Sorry, me cut you out. Okay, let me listen some more.
What you say, caller?
So what you are saying then, Colin, then they don't have the value of the money to give no increase. It's just like when they tell the people them say $32,000 within 5 years of minimum wage increase. Then change it to 18,500. Then change it to 17,000. In meantime, everything are raised up. Because there's outside forces where they're not under control over and have no insurance offset it. So what this government built in a Jamaica and everybody in the diaspora is a low trust. Nothing they say we trust them because them are going to tell the people them no say when we are here this evening, you know. Remember before that we didn't hear nothing. And they never come about RJR say 5%. Uncle Ralston, I'm telling you right now, one of the respect I have for you is that you do your homework. Before we even discuss anything, please ask the bosses them who really sit down around the table. You understand? Because this government is such a PR government. It's such a green lizard. It's such a chameleon. It changes like, as they say, as water, chill then change. I am sick and tired of it. Please, Uncle Ralston, just wait till tomorrow we hear Colin. Because me can't take one more lie. Honestly, money. All right.
Hold on.
Yes.
Following months of hostilities, the Ministry of Finance and the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions which represents public sector employees, have finally reached an agreement. The tentative deal was reached this afternoon for the 2025 to 2027 period. Radio Jamaica News was informed that under the agreement, the government has agreed to pay the workers a lump sum of $80,000 to cover the first of the contract and 5% in 2026 and 2027. This means that the government has moved off its original position of 2% in year one and 2.5% over the 2026-2027 period. The unions under the umbrella of the JCTU are expected to meet with the board later today to discuss the package. There is optimism that the wage deal sum of $80,000 to cover the first of the contract and 5% in 2026 and 2027. This means that the government has moved off.
Raleigh, you hear that?
Yeah.
5% in 2026 and 2027. So it's 5% in 2026 and 5% in 2027.
Mm-hmm.
And over year 3 years.
So them said 80%, yeah. The 80 grand in all this year.
So the 80 grand is to cover what? 2025, because
sounds like that. But we need to talk to the trade union leaders to get the clarity, because the newscast never clear as to where the 80,000 represent. So we have to talk to one of the trade union leaders to find out exactly what happened this year.
Touch it back again and see if we can hear a little bit.
The tentative deal was reached this afternoon for the 2025 to 2027 period. Radio Jamaica News was informed that under the agreement, the government has agreed to pay the workers a lump sum of $80,000 to cover the first of the contract and 5% in 2026 and 2027. This means that the government has moved off its original position of 2% in year one and 2.5% over the 2026-2027 period. The unions under the umbrella of the JCTU are expected to meet with the board later today to discuss the package. There is optimism that the wage deal will be signed sometime next week. Radio Jamaica News was informed that the parties have agreed to meet again to iron out other outstanding issues, including the vexed issue of duty concession, among other things. The island's civil servants, the Jamaica Teachers Association, Medical Doctors Association, Nurses Association of Jamaica, and the Police Federation had all rejected the government's original offer of 2%. Members of the JCTU have declined to comment on today's development until they meet with the executive of the Confederation. Former Prime Minister Bruce Golding.
So, everything not sound like it's so cozy yet, Raleigh?
No, I have to wait and hear what the board say and hear what the other people must say. Yeah.
Caller?
So it's not clear.
Yeah, see? Yeah. You see what I'm saying, Colin? That is what I love with Uncle Ralston and you. We need to get it finalized. That's only tentative and it's an offer. And this government is, you cannot go by what them say. And you have to wait until all the I's and T's dotted and crossed before we say yes to this liar people them.
And that's
all
not
right, 15, have a good one. Me gone back a class.
Yeah, that's not 15% like when Neville can tell we.
Yeah.
Marshy.
Me there. Uncle Raleigh, how you do?
Yeah, man, good man.
Me there, man, me there. Hey, may I tell you something? The next time we are link up a Boston again, you know. Never fit it there, you know.
Yes.
Nobody worry about him saying green. Make him come, because
he's a Portland Spice ambassador.
Yes, man.
So he must
be
man, there.
Let me tell you something. Yeah. I mean, I tell you that place that was a nice place, you know. And you know, let me tell you, when my dad was there, you know, I said to myself, boy, I know why a certain lady did say they want the place, you know. That certain lady did.
Behave yourself, man.
But I've asked Brooke. So she... and all the green clouds then drop out. They can't trust me. You work from that place down the place turn up.
You ever hear them say when you are dig ditch, you have to dig too?
Yes, man.
Yeah,
yes, man.
Yeah, man.
But hear me now, one little question when me ask, you know. There is a bank somewhere in the world. Look at a president, a sitting president, you know. And that bank say, you know, yo, me not afraid of you know. It come like you do some money laundering, you know. Me a hold on for your account, you know. You ever hear about something like that?
Me think me see something in the chat room a little while. But I know in a few country that happen.
No, let me tell you something. Our bank respect our prime minister, so they wouldn't do that to him.
Yeah.
But
over that place there, the capital man them.
But over that place, there no respect for a person. And everybody is equal in the law in the eyes of those people. And it don't care if you play card or you trump, king, queen, or jack. But anyhow you trump, whatever you trump. Oh, it's not that me talk about Trump, so. Are you read cartoon or you read about Donald Duck?
We are play a pretty part. So when you shuffle and deal, you fi trump.
You fi trump.
Tell her.
And you look the bank, look on that man. Well, man, something not look right here, so man.
They close
something not look
all
right.
300 accounts, so well, and a 300 account the man they have.
Something not look good. But I wonder if we take a leaf out of those people, because sure these people follow the law. And they are not afraid of anybody. Not afraid of anybody. And nobody now asked any question about it. Well, I guess somebody, I think it's you, so we don't have journalists in Jamaica. We have reporter. We have reporter. Yep. But we need to hear something about them things. And we want what anybody out there have any account will look fishy and why our bank can't say to them, say, how you get this? How you come by this?
No, our people don't care. They don't care. Thank you, Marshy.
Yeah, man. Blessing.
Raleigh, let's look at this. Is the government doing what? Who you said they said to pay the people them because we know you're not spend the capital budget?
John Levy.
Right. So is the government doing what John Levy said? Is it that they are doing that?
Well, apparently they'll have to that. Remember, the wage bill was programmed at almost $550 billion, and tax revenues were programmed at $1 trillion. So the wage bill was already over 50% of the projected tax revenues, and we're not going to collect that projected tax revenue. So that is why the fiscal commissioner had initially said that he had some credibility problems with the budget because the wage bill was too big relative to the revenues that we were programming. And we're already seeing those revenues are falling. So it means that if they're going to make that offer, it means that they're looking at that probability of slashing the capital budget in order to afford that.
Because this is going to make the wage bill even bigger.
The 2% was programmed on the $550 billion wage bill. So the wage bill is going to be bigger now.
So that means, but Raleigh, from the day them read the budget, we have said the budget not good.
Yeah, but even the fiscal commissioner says, I don't know we say so. The man who then put in a position to say that,
But you remember me, hold on, you remember me to tell yourself from the man come out and say that, say, I bet you will not hear him again?
Yeah, man, they lock him down completely.
Have you heard him since?
No, man. The
man, they lock off him on sound.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the fiscal commissioner in Jamaica?
Mm-hmm.
Fiscal commissioner, your sound get locked off.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her. My gosh. They locked off his sound. So, Raleigh, how much now the wage bill are going to go up by if they go to this 5%?
Well, we don't have that number, so we are going to look and see the number and find out from the public sector and the confederation what that number involves, because that depends on how many members and this and that and that and that. And then the example we have said for the other people who don't agree, the doctors and the nurses. So you have an avalanche now and say, yo, we give them money that, we have to get that too.
And you see what they tell you, say you could have done better.
Yeah, man. All right. So everybody are going to rush for more now. So at that time, we're going to say how much it will cost. So if the revenues are shrinking and the wage bill move up to $600 and $650 billion, that tell you about the top-heavy bureaucracy we are going to have. So you have a capital structure that has to carry a weakened capital structure that have to be carrying a heavy wage bill. So the kind of growth that we're going to be particularly in this stagnation recession situation.
So how will that now help us to get out of the recession, Raleigh?
That not going to help us.
What do you mean? What do you mean that not going to help? Aren't we supposed to now be doing things to take us out of the recession?
Mm-hmm. And the most powerful thing to take you out of a recession is spending on capital and exporting more. So when you cut capital, you go deeper into the problem. You create a top-heavy situation.
So you are just guessing that they are going to cut the capital budget to pay this 5%?
No, I'm not guess. They have to do that if they agree to that, because as I said before, the wage bill was already programmed at about $550 billion, and revenues that they were expecting to collect was $1 trillion.
Right.
So if you end up paying more now on a shrinking revenue base, it means you have to find the money somewhere else. And then so them now borrow no more money to pay your wages. So it means that you have to cut capital.
So is this good economic?
No, and that's what I'm telling you. This is the backlash of the policies that Clark used to pursue. While he was doing that, we were telling the country that, and everybody was saying about the greatest thing. And we are saying you can't cut capital and spend more on the debt. And then you go and you raise up the wage bill with that big salary increase, because which part of the money will come from to pay. When then they ask him, he say it will come through growth. But you can't grow if you not spend on capital. And then Melissa come and mash up the wheat in capital, and you never start spending, even though you not start spending to rehabilitate for Melissa yet, and then you still have this big wage bill. Them things are common sense, man. You don't need a whole for rocket science to figure out them things. Them things are basic things.
So where are we going then? Because me
You
understand
continue
everything.
to see-
Me
you
understand
continue-
hold on, Raleigh. Me understand all of what you're saying. You are saying to us that this increase in the wage bill is going to drive us deeper in the recession.
Yeah, man.
But you are also saying that the government will cut spending for pay it. But you also told us that for the country to rebound from the recession that we are presently in, government need to increase capital spending.
Yeah.
No.
I tell you about the economic conundrum that the country is in.
People are not laughing a good laugh. Because what Raleigh is telling us that we have been royally, can I say, screwed?
So I tell you that from 5 years ago, so the strategy wrong, and then still come with the same strategy. So, Bolan, you pursue that strategy and you get yourself in trouble. What them should be doing now is reversing that strategy. So once Melissa hit and them mobilize the money, them should start spending the money then. Yeah? Work out how much money you need to get to restart the economy. So rather than come back now and say, boy, you're going to increase taxes for the people them again after Melissa come with the devastation, and then you know start spending all the Melissa money. Yeah? And then you have the workers to pay. Which way you get the money from to pay them if you're not grow and you're not borrow no more? The whole thing of those stupidity is a monumental exercise in stupidity, as Larry Summers would say.
Where is the benefit from the tax increase that was implemented in the last
There are no
budget?
benefits, brother, because we see the taxes are around 28 billion behind. Them do 18 billion in new taxes, and so that we do that we're 28 billion behind. Because we tell you from day one, it's a foolishness. When a man
You warned
when a man
that new taxes would contract the economy, Raleigh. You
Precisely.
warned them. We have the tapes.
Yep. When a man join, you need to give him a rope. You can't put more weight on him head. So when the economy joining and you put on more taxes and more weight, you sink it more. You start put out a lifeline. A lifeline would be a capital budget to pull it up. That is internationally accepted norm.
Mid backside, no.
If you put more taxes on the economy, that is a recession. It's like a man join and you put on some more weight on him head and sink him. Yeah, and because him so foolish to think he has something good there. So everybody are ready and a clap when the budget are real. And I say I sink the place.
But Raleigh, we weren't reeling, we weren't clapping because you were over here saying to us that people, you cannot tax your way out of a massive disaster.
Yeah, man.
People no recover. People lost their jobs. Hotels close. Farms mash up. Businesses mash up. People are living under tarpaulin, under 2 sheets of zinc. Who have a car are sleeping at them car. And the government implemented $18 billion worth of new taxes. What is the result? Government shortfall on revenue of $28 billion.
Yep, and you still have this big wage bill for pay. That's the point.
You don't just still have the big wage bill. The government has just increased the wage bill.
Yep. Yep.
We need an economic revolution, Ralston.
Of course. Of course.
Who is going to lead that? Because it's not Andrew and Faval.
Well, we don't know, because nobody not talk about them something. Yeah. Nobody from the opposition, none of the analysts, them, nobody not talk about that. Everybody just keep quiet. Yeah, the embarrassment of the stupidity make everybody just quiet. Nobody now discuss these issues. God, them not have no answer.
But how can the opposition be embarrassed? The opposition have nothing to be ashamed of.
Only way alone talk. Well, I say we don't know why them not talk about it. You know? Them not talk about it either. So they must know what is it, why them not talk about it.
So what they must say, big bitch at them, make them suffer. They never vote. Well, I know that they must say. I couldn't that.
I couldn't that because that doesn't make no sense. Because they might get paid for work. So we don't know why them not talk about it. Okay, understand the people who were apologizing for the folly that was going on and now they are embarrassed, so them keep quiet. But we don't know why
where
them
is
not.
the Damian Kings and the...
Yeah, man. That's what I talk about.
Where them there?
All those people, yeah, who used to boost up the strategy.
Where is the Kevin O'Brien Chang and the Cliff Hughes's of this world? Talk to us about the economy. We want to hear about our money. Is money make the mayor run? The Bible says money answereth all things. Talk to us about the money. The Prime Minister loves to talk about we are keeping the economy stable. It is not stable, Mr. Prime Minister. It crashed. Talk to us about it. Ralston.
So that is what I'm telling you. So the public sector workers now, when you give them this increase and you're not producing nothing, you know what that means? More imported goods and services. Why the trade deficit and all of them something? So we don't know better.
So we have to go import more.
Of course, because we're not producing nothing. So them get a little extra money. Most of the things we're more consume are imported goods and services because we're not producing anything. If you were producing, then that would make a big difference.
Ask Ralston, are we likely to see pay cuts in public sector with the shortfall? No, they just increased. They're just going to increase.
Man, the workers not going to accept no pay cut. You can't push up toll rates and food prices and then ask the workers to take pay cut. The people are not going to accept that. But even when they get the 5%, it's still a pay cut in real terms based on the inflation rate. Because, so it's a marginal pay cut. So them still ask them to take a marginal pay cut. But they're not going to take a big pay cut. So even this now, when you inflate the wage bill, you still ask the workers to take a pay cut because them still going to be behind. The way things are bad.
Caller, good evening.
So the whole answer to the problem is faster economic growth. And you can't have faster economic growth if you cut your capital budget and if you keep interest rates high. And international interest rates are going to remain high based on the things that the Donald is doing. Yeah. So right now, even if the war stops, crude oil prices, have a big drop, because all of the facilities then get destroyed and it take 5 years and 10 years to build back and all of them stuff there.
Let me take a final call before we close. Caller, good evening. Speak up.
Evening, Mr. Collin.
Yes, sir.
To Mr. Raleigh.
Yeah, man, bless you.
You don't think the government in trouble with money? That is why they might kill the motorists on the road. Kill them with ticket.
Yeah, man, that's a part of the problem. They want $1 billion. They want $1 billion in revenue from the source. Yep, so yeah, man.
Yeah, because they must say them not raise no tax and this, but the money have to come from somewhere and them must suck. They must suck the sufferer blood.
Yeah, man.
The motorists, the taxi man them.
But caller,
and the people them not to that.
Caller, if the taxi men are smart, they will also see a shortfall in the revenue from that, because remember, you have to break the law to pay that, to then get that $1 billion,
Yeah, man, some taxi man only work 2 days a week now and them something.
Did you know, say, there's an incentive appeared to the police them to write the ticket them. You see how much ticket a month them can come in with. There's a competition going on, You realize?
I hear that something there before. Some people says it goes so some say
yes,
it
man,
that's
so. True, man. If you see them on the road, them have to give you a ticket when they stop you. And then tell like you say you broke stoplight and them sham you with this $10,000 to go through the stoplight. And even if you don't have no badge as a taxi man, But there's also, I'm right, a bad ticket or the $10,000. You understand?
Hold on the caller.
They might tell like say you go through light and all of them things. They have to do something.
You're rally.
Yeah, man, I said there's also another side to that that can lead to the revenue shortfall, yeah. You know the other side to that, Colin.
Yeah, right or left. Oh, Tala. What a corrupt society we have.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Ask Ralston, does the agricultural show impact the economy in any real meaningful way?
Yeah, the marginally. No.
I guess they're talking about Dembe.
Yeah, man, no big impact. Marginally.
No foreigners not come in for them.
Yeah, when I fly out and I export nothing, we add value. Well, I think what the people them to understand now. If you now export and I generate foreign exchange, you have a problem. That's the problem we have now, because when you import more than you export, you have to send money to foreign to pay the bill. If you don't have the money, you have to borrow more money.
And that's why, Raleigh, I said to the people, the government lockdown jerk festival would have bring anywhere between 700 and 1,200 people to Jamaica for the jerk festival.
Right.
That would spend some serious foreign exchange on the island.
Yeah.
And because you want to spite one man, you ensure that the festival not keep 2 years now.
Madness, man. Madness. We need growth. So we need to grow by producing and exporting more. You can't grow by selling to yourself in Jamaica, because we don't have no money in Jamaica and we use mostly imported stuff. So we need to find the money from outside of Jamaica to pay for those things.
Well,
so you have to produce.
Make we give the caller a chance. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, man, that's it. That's upon yourself.
All right, respect. Raleigh Faval Williams said we should be growing by 7%. Where is that? We want that 7%. We need that 7% growth now.
Yeah, well, we declined by 7.3% during the last quarter last year. So it's a complete 100% reversal. I was down by 4% during the first quarter of this year, and we are waiting to see what will happen in the second quarter. So our projections are where we are off target. Yep. And
when is tourism going to come back, Raleigh? Because in the figures yesterday, you told us that travel tax is down.
Yeah, man, those things are going to be weak over the medium term, man. Based on the war and based on fuel prices and based on all of those things, the state of the American economy, which part the majority of our visitors come from, all of those things are going to create problems. One second.
Oh, boy. Can I tell you? Yes, caller, good evening. Hello?
Good evening, Raleigh.
Yeah.
Good evening, Raleigh.
Go ahead.
One question. Your analysis.
Huh?
No, Raleigh's analysis.
No, your line not good at all. You called me before, don't?
Yeah, man. Let me get it right now, man.
Go on, let me hear you. Yeah, may I hear you, but it nice.
Yeah, man. Right. This is what I just said.
Caller, hold on. Caller, you're on speakerphone?
No, sir.
You have in a earbud?
Yeah, it's okay.
Take out the earbud. Disconnect the Bluetooth and just talking at the phone.
You know better.
Go on now, make us see.
Yeah, man. I was thinking as well as speaks that this might be a predator, a laugh in the private sector, in the public sector.
This might be a what?
The justification. Future laughs in the private sector where to balance or to get things back into balance would mean layoffs. If you're going to offer this increase.
Oh, you mean layoffs?
Yeah, man. Retrenchment, as they call it.
Raleigh, you think they're going to be layoffs, Raleigh?
Yes, 21,000 people lose them job already for the period April of 2025 to April of 2026. More of that coming. So these are obvious things. It is already happening.
So you think we're going to see public sector workers lay off?
No, that's going to be difficult because the public sector unions them are heavy lobbies on them today. So the government now going in that direction, but the private sector will not have to answer to the welfare union on them today. About that, them start already.
But the problem really is the government wage bill.
Yeah, but the government afraid of the public, the confederation and the this and that and that. So then the political implications of laying off public sector workers, the government now go down the road. They will prefer cut the capital budget and pay them.
What about what about putting people on early retirement?
Yes, all of those things. You might see some of those things, but you're not going to see no mass layoffs in the public sector. The private sector now more of the flexibility for that because they're not answer to work for them powerful trade unions. The man them don't tell you that BP already, so them lose 20,000 jobs and all that. It's like people not keep up with the numbers. Yanni don't tell me say 20,000 jobs will lose that BP already.
Caller?
Wholesale and retail, the China man, them going to lay off people on them today because them not going to unions for answer to. But the public sector is a different situation. You have powerful unions and the political cost of that government now going to go through that. So them prefer cut the capital budget and deal with it. Successive administration.
Hold on the caller. All right, go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
Raleigh, is Omar still alive?
What is that?
Omar Davies.
If he's still alive?
Yes. Like
yes, he's still alive. Yes.
No. I'm asking the Prime Minister to just put me on his flight and ask assistance from Omar. Let me tell you, man, this man had something like $10 trillion since 2016 to now. $10 trillion. And the economy only moved by 0.4%. Omar had something like 3.1 trillion, and the economy moved by 1%.
By how much percent?
By 1%, man, average for the period.
Yeah.
Because there was 3 hurricanes during that period, if you remember. And the man, and before that, hurricane, there was hurricane with Pinsa. And imagine it well that we could have started to grow.
All right, caller. All right. Thank you for the call.
Yes, sir.
Raleigh. You're the man, sir.
Yes, sir.
This Prime Minister had about $10 trillion from him coming till now. And him only grow the economy by 0.4%. Omar Davis had about $3 trillion with Finsa Canal and get an average growth of 1%.
Yeah, well, yeah, the average at that time was 1%. The last time we grew by 3% was in 2007. Yep, so there's a better record if you follow the record.
So where is Jamaica average now? We know before the election it was 0.8%.
Well, you know, when you look at what I go on, we might talk to about 0.6 or 0.5.
But you're the man said 0.4. That's what he said a while ago.
Yeah, well, me no doubt it. Yep. When we look at it.
Yeah.
Yep. And that is why, as I said before, when I point out them things, if you want your debt to GDP ratio to like 80%, you never need to raise or go down to the numbers them where Clark are doing them something there now while you're skim pan.
And I overpay upon the debt.
And I overpay upon the debt and I fix up the place and them things there. Enough people, they might tell me about, oh, Melissa came. Them now acknowledge that if you had a stronger place, yeah, then the damage that Melissa created wouldn't have been so devastating. And even though the Prime Minister gave them the example of Chile and Haiti, enough people, because their mind so corrupt, them still now want to look into them to them, so I make it look like, boy, Melissa come out, couldn't do nothing. Rubbish.
Yeah, because the Prime Minister showed them, say, yo, if we did set up the infrastructure properly, we wouldn't have been damaged so bad. Somebody's asked, Raleigh, do we know or have the expenditure for the independence celebration?
No, well, I know that after. They will tell you after. They're not going to tell you before.
Oh, and they might not tell you this time knowing that we are in a recession.
Precisely.
Somebody, there was another question. All right, Raleigh, anything finally you want to leave with us this evening?
Yeah, well, sir, we are still, based on all of this, it might sound good for the public sector workers, but it means that we're still trapped in the low growth, low capital model. And even that money that they might get, the real value of it will be less. So it still look like them get something, but them not get nothing because at the macro level, the prices are continuing to accelerate. The import bill are continuing to go up. which means that the Bank of Jamaica mopping up have to continue, which means that interest rates will remain higher, which means that most businesses have difficulty in raising capital from the banking sector in order to expand their operations. And if the government continues on the same trajectory, it means that we are going to be on the same track. 1 step forward, 10 steps backward.
Lord have mercy.
Yep.
Ralston, thank you, my brother.
Yeah, man. Blessings. Yeah, man.
All right. My listeners and viewers and subscribers, if you have not yet touched the thumbs up, please touch it before you leave. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Do remember to join us tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock for more on the Colin Bell Show. We'll be here Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and then, trust me, people, I have to take a break. So you see, when we forward Saturday morning, it's the next Saturday morning before you're going your way again. We're taking a break, getting some rest, recharge your batteries, taking a little vacation. All right? Bless up, everybody. See you tomorrow evening, 5 o'clock. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again tomorrow evening, 5 o'clock for another of the Colin Bell Show. Peace be with you.
Tell them to try pre-wee, big up Portland Spice TV. Tell them to try pre-wee, big up Portland Spice TV. Remember to subscribe. See, Portland Spice TV, Louis Culture said it once and we say it again. Portland Spice TV. We are going to hold them and pop it off. Bogus match where we rip off. Subscribe, share, Portland